Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our webinar, Build Your Personal Brand. My name is David Perlmutter, and I am the founder of QuantumListing. We are going to be talking about personal brands today and how you can use QuantumListing to amplify your personal brand. So let's start. So we're going to talk a little bit about what QuantumListing is for those that are new to QuantumListing. And then we are going to talk about promoting your brand, why it's important, show examples of personal brand advertisements on QuantumListing, and then we'll show you some of them on the website. And then, of course, we'll talk about the pricing for them and how to get in touch with us should you want to follow up. And just to entice you to watch to the end, we will be offering you a promo code for any personal branding that you want to do, and a way to thank you for participating today. All right, so let's get going. So QuantumListing gives your listings maximum exposure by offering a range of features so you can market your properties without breaking your budget. You can post an unlimited number of listings with the ability to market them seamlessly on all forms of popular media. And even better, there's no paywall for potential buyers and tenants to view your properties on our site. I am a commercial real estate broker in addition to having started QuantumListing. I have been a broker and salesperson since 1986. I remember when I first learned about LoopNet, and that was the first online listing site that I had been exposed to. It was great. In my own opinion, it has become a little less great since CoStar took it over and sort of changed the way it works. So only listings that the broker pays a premium for are visible on LoopNet now, and CoStar, of course, you need a subscription to see. And as a broker, I always wanted to have as many people be able to see my listings as possible. So, and then again, as a broker, I began to feel that the prices that were being charged by them were becoming unconscionable. And I wanted to offer the world a more cost-friendly and full-featured website, and something that sort of was more in line with where other websites were in the world today, instead of sort of a little bit being a little archaic. So with that being said, we wanted to we created this, and then we love talking to our users. As we talk to our users more and more, we always get new ideas from them about what they would like to see. And as I have an independent brokerage. I know the way that my company works, but these conversations are very informative as to how other companies work. And it's really important to get a broad spectrum. Not everybody is a little boutique operation. There are, on our site we have dozens of, hundreds, thousands of people from the big companies as well. So we really do want to make sure that the features we offer work for everybody in the industry and not just little guys like me. And personal branding has become even more important in the last year and a half. Although I am going to be going to the ICSC this weekend, I haven't gone to a conference in almost 2 years, and I still have to conduct my business and make sure that people know about my company and about all the properties that I am representing, and also the tenants that I represent. So, and one way to do that is to, develop your personal brand. And, it's fine if you want to develop, your company brand as well, because, and sometimes, especially with a company like Promoter Properties, they're a little bit interchangeable. And it's really important, again, that as many people get the opportunity to learn about your brand. And, there are different ways that you can do it. You can, I guess, now events are beginning to happen again, so you certainly can network the old-fashioned way, and through social media sites like LinkedIn and, Facebook and Twitter. LinkedIn is really the largest commercial real estate network around, because it has, millions and millions of users, and, probably hundreds of thousands of people in the commercial real estate industry and allied trades. So, they're good things to, participate in, just so that people do understand who you are and what you stand for. And one of the things that you'll see on the Quantum Listing site is we've made it very easy for you not only to share your listings to social media, but you can also share your profile as well. So, those are some of the things that we'll look at when we're on the site today. And of course, we will show you a lot of examples of the different brand promotion ads that our members have deployed. And, all right, so let's have it again. So when you do a brand promotion ad, here's an example from Becca Carlson. Becca is a interesting woman. She's not only a broker, but she also has a marketing firm. So, and I know that I'll see her this coming week in Las Vegas at the convention, and she has, taken advantage of brand promotion, and you can see that she's also has a promoted listing right here as well. And anything that is a paid promotion, whether it's a brand promotion or promoted listing, you can distinguish them from the civilian listings because they have a green line around them. So just be aware of that when you're looking at things on our site. So you'll note that it says real estate in Illinois at the top here, and that is somebody searching Illinois. Her brand promotion ad is going to come up. Here are a couple of other examples of brand promotion ads that were done. One on the left here is for the Great Falls, Montana Agri-Tech Park. And when you click on one of the brand promotion ads on the website, by the way, it goes to that user's profile page. So it works as a great way to bring, first of all, attract attention to you and your brand, and also bring them to your listing. And when they do get to your profile page, not only will they see your listings, but they'll have the opportunity to see, if you've added a bio, they can see that. They can see your social media links if you've added them. So for instance, if you've put a link to your LinkedIn page there, people can click on that and really take a deep dive into who you are and what you've done. So, and Carla and Company is another broker. She's based in North Carolina. She did here, this Great Fall ones, you can see there seem to be really promoting the industrial park here in in the case of Carla, she's really more about promoting her company brand. And here is a couple more
Hey,
examples.
David, wait, will you go back a second? I
Yep.
wanted to add one point. If you just go back to the one with Carla. So, one thing just as we look at these examples to kind of keep in mind is that there's not really one size fits all for the brand promotion ads, and everybody does them a little differently, which is why we're providing these examples so you can see like, okay, this company does this versus this one does that. And one thing that's nice about Carla's ad is that she actually has a call to action of learn more. And as David already mentioned, when you do click on the brand promotion ads on the site, it will bring people to your profile. And so you'll see a couple of the examples have a call to action, but we definitely as we work with people to create the brand ads, we're definitely recommending it sometimes so that it kind of drives people to click on that button. And that's one thing. I'm not sure if David already mentioned this, but when it comes to the brand promotion ads, just so you know, some people will create them on their own, and some people will ask us to help them create them. I think both of these examples, those companies had pretty extensive marketing teams that did these, but we always will help you out. And sometimes it's a combination of you giving us the images and us putting it together. So just know that we'll meet you where you're at when it comes to creating the images.
Yeah, that's a good point, Julia. Um, and we definitely are very happy to help with this. Not everybody has um, a marketing team behind them, so we have done this for lots of people, and we're happy to do it for you as well. Uh, so back to our show in progress. Here's a couple more ads for Becca Carlson, one for her brokerage on the left, and the other one on the right is for her marketing company. So, on the left, uh, her message is, "We see real estate differently. Let us show you." And the message and the image sort of play off each other with the telescope. And on the right, uh, especially if you're uh, basically a one one man shop, it certainly is helpful to have somebody like a marketing person or even us help you put your message forward in an effective way. Uh, and here are a couple more examples. On the left is for Rick Recchio, who's a broker in the Buffalo, New York market. Uh, and then on the right, it's the Erie County Development Authority. And both of them, when you click on their ads, they'll go back to their quantum listing profile page, and you'll get to see a little more about them. On the left, in this one, we have an ad from uh, International Workplace Group, which is the parent company of Regis and Spaces and HQ and Signature, and they have, I don't think, hundreds of their sites on quantum listing, and so it's a great way for them to attract attention to their shared workspaces. On the right is Central Realty. It's Scott Stinson from the St. Louis market, and Scott, not only does he do branding here on Quantum Listing, but you see this VW microbus that he's got in his ad. He actually, I believe, drives around to his showings in that microbus, which is, as you see, called Betty. And so, he really has created a very three-dimensional brand for Central Realty, which is kind of neat. Looking forward to seeing him in Las Vegas. Uh, and here on the left now we have Jim Kaczmarek from Biz Brokers USA, and not only can you list your real estate listings on Quantum Listing, you can also list business listings as well. Jim was one of the first people to do that, and we've really began to create a better environment for business brokers. Also, by adding, when somebody selects a business for sale, the form changes and populates with things that are more appropriate for selling a business. Sue Horowitz is a broker out in California, and she talks about.
She's with us today. She's with us right now.
Hello, Sue. Glad you're here. And Sue is she does a lot of very special use properties. I know she has sells some schools and I think religious institutions, and so her brand ad gives you a sense of what she does as well. Then on the left now we have in commercial property group, we have a user, Jonathan Zimmerman in Chicago, who works with them, and he his is just more brand identification than necessarily telling you exactly what they do. And then on the right, Sullivan and Wills Real Estate, who's down in Alabama, and again, it's more about just promoting, getting the name out there, and necessarily saying what they do. And there is no right or wrong here. That's really what you want to do, what you feel comfortable with, what you feel is most effective for you. And to be honest, we didn't come up with this idea for brand promotion all by ourselves. We kind of borrowed it from Zillow. Zillow has Zillow Premier Agents, and when you look on Zillow in certain markets, the Premier Agent ad comes up, and so I think they charge. I know they charge a lot more for this than we do, but again, it's anything that gives you a little bit of an edge out there is helpful. It just takes one new deal to pay for a lifetime of QuantumListing and brand ads. So with that being said, let us go now to the website. And all right, so I'm going to log in here. And there is a blog post which maybe Julia can link to in the chat that we did a while ago about different tips on how to build your personal brand. So one thing I want to point out, so this is my QuantumListing profile page. It's really your home base on QuantumListing. I could go through everything on it, but I'm not going to. The one thing I will do, though, is show you how to promote your personal brand. We'll do it on LinkedIn. So right here you see this link, or this that says copy profile link. And so I'm going to click on that and it will get copied. Now I'm going to go to LinkedIn, and I'm going to post it on LinkedIn, but actually there's an easier way to post that on LinkedIn, and that is with our sharing icon. So right here, this little thing that looks like a triangle with only 2 lines, you click on that and then click how you want to share it. So in this case, I'm going to share it in a post, not as a private message. And I'm just going to say, have a look at Perlmutter Properties listings. Not very creative right now. All right, and you can add hashtags as well if you think that's going to help you get more attention, which it generally does. They often have hashtags that are auto-populated on here that you can click on, and that'll add them. These aren't particularly relevant, but so anyway, I'm just going to click post now so that we don't spend too much time on that. And then let's have a look at what it looks like when it actually gets posted to LinkedIn. So here it is. Have a look at Promoter Properties listings. We're happy to answer any questions. Got that hashtag commercial real estate. And then I'll click on the link, and it should take us back to the Promoter Properties profile page. That's a lot of P words on QuantumListing. So that is that. So one of the neat things about these brand promotion ads is that they are effective in the whole state. And sometimes we'll do mailings, state by state mailings, particularly when we have people running brand promotion ads, and it will show all of the listings in that particular state, and the listing that will show up first really has it's called a native ad. It looks like any of the other listings. It's going to show up in the top left corner of the listings, and it will, so right here where this is one of our own ads, obviously, but your ad would show up in place of this. And so if I click on and I have a link that I added. So I'm going to basically do a search in Missouri, and here is Scott Stinson's Central Realty brand promotion ad right there. And click on that, and it will take us to his profile. And then you can see all of his listings. And Scott is an enterprise user, so what you're seeing are not only Scott's own listings, this is Scott here, but also his teammates' listings as well. So Greg Patterson and Bob Horn have their listings showing as well. And you can do that with an enterprise page. Scott, each of these agents in the firm have their own profile page as well, as you can see here. But in this case, you can see with an enterprise account, you can see everybody's listings in one place. So if you're in an office with multiple agents, it's a great way to get everybody in the office as well. Alternatively, if Scott wanted to, he could just have them go to his own listings, but it's his company, so he figures if he promotes everybody, it's going to benefit him. So here's another one. We're going to show you Florida next, and there we go. So International Workplace Group, Regis has a brand promotion ad in Florida, and let's click on their ad and see what happens. And so you can see they have 615 listings on QuantumListing. As I mentioned before, you can see they didn't add a bio here, but they ought to. And you can see that they have listings all over the country. If you just wanted to see the listings in Miami, for instance, you could just sort by Miami by the town, and you're only getting those ones. You're not getting the ones in other communities. So down from 615 listings to 87 listings, and you can further sort things as well if you wanted to, so that in this case, it's all offices for lease. So there's the way we can sort it is by size of space, from the smallest to the largest. Sorry, got an error there. And you can also sort by price there. And then let's look at one more in Illinois. And I think this is going to take us to in commercial property groups and all the other ones. And we have 1,123 listings in Illinois. So we have a lot of listings in the state. So we get a lot of searches there. So having your brand promotion ad in a state like Florida or Illinois is really going to get you some attention. I think you know what, we need to get in touch with him, Julia, because I think Jonathan switched from in commercials back to Willard Jones. So
All right, I will send them an email. Thank you.
you never, and he's got a lot of listings too. You see, he's got 186 listings. So, uh, but you don't need to have 186 listings to make it worthwhile to do this. You know, you could have 2 listings, 5 listings, whatever it is. You know, it's bringing more attention to you. It's getting your name out there, and you know, I think it's really worthwhile. Uh,
And also, you don't even have to have, I don't know if you said this, but you don't even have to have listings to have a brand promotion ad.
that is true. You could just have one of the other things you can do with QuantumListing is you can post your wants. So if you're a tenant rep broker and you are looking for certain things for your customers, you you haven't really found it yet, or you want to crowdsource it so that other people who might see your ad can send you things that they have that match. You know, it's a great way to do that. Uh, I can just quickly show you what a want ad looks like. And here we go. And by the way, if anybody has any questions, please, you know, put them in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask your question. Happy to field any questions. So when you're adding a want ad, it pre-populates with this image here, and then you can add information about what you're looking for there. And this is a friend of mine is a broker in New York City, and he asked me to help him find big sites for solar farms in northern Westchester. What you see down here in the bottom right is a little private note. Those private notes are only visible to the person who wrote them. In this case, you know, or they pop up automatically when you're looking at that listing, but they're not visible to anybody but yourself, unless of course you're doing a webinar for a few nice people like this. By the way, you can also share these just the way you can share your profile. You can share them to social media, you can share them via email. You can also promote the wants also. Just as you can promote your personal brand, you can promote individual listings as well. So now you're probably saying to yourself, well, what if I do want to do one of these ads? How do I go and do that? So right now, this is here's my preferred way to do it. You can either go to the marketing center here, or you can go to it here. Let's use the little green dot here. So we're going to promote your brand, and let's hang on a second. Running the webinar sort of slows things down a little bit. So you can see I have used this feature a lot. If you've done a brand promotion ad and it has expired, you'll see that here. And when you do the ads, you have a choice of doing them for a month, 3 months, or a year. So let's look here. I'm going to create a brand promotion order for a month right here. And if I change my mind and decide that I want to do it for longer, I can just choose one of the other plans here. So in this case, I have artwork that I've done before. So I'm going to click on here and search for it right now. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. Oh, here it is. Nope, sorry. Hold on. Let's see, sorry. All right, this is what happens when you, there we go. Okay, so here is what that ad looks like. And if you're doing these yourself, if you're a marketing person and know how to create the artwork, they're 500 pixels wide by 600 pixels high. And here's what I chose to write here. And this is going to be, I'm going to have this show in Montvale, New Jersey, where I have a listing for Perlmutter Properties. And so it automatically will calculate the amount. And if I decide to do it for longer, then I do that. And then I click create order. And it's going to take me to PayPal. And I'm not going to finish the order right now, but your transaction will be completed in PayPal, and so it's nice and secure, and that's really all that it takes. So it doesn't take very long to do that. And Julia, you got anything else that I forgot that you can think of?
Not off the bat, you're doing a great job, but I will definitely chime in as needed.
Okay, so if you are looking, if you want to join Quantum Listing, and you haven't yet, it's $89.99 a year per agent for unlimited listings. That compares to my 15 listing plan at LoopNet, which I think is 100 times more than that. No joke, it really is 100 times more. They somehow increase their prices by 10 or 15% every year. Nice work if you can get it. So we have a bunch of different types of things, but sorry, if right for the brand promotion it's $50 a month, $125 for 3 months, or $400 for a year. Up here, just one, I won't get into the other things here. We're really focusing on it, but if you want us to add your listings for you, it's $159.99 a year. And for that, we'll add up to 20 listings for you, and we'll also help you, add your profile picture and logo if you want, and bio and social media links. And because we are very grateful for your time. One of the things I learned in brokerage school, 30-something years ago, was our time is our stock in trade. If we will give any of our participants today a month of brand promotion on the house here, but you do have to be a Quantum Listing member for us to be able to do that. And if you want to do more than that 1 month, then we hope you do. You can use the coupon code BRAND40, so brand all caps and the number 40, and that will get you a 40% discount on your brand promotion ad. And let's see. So should you want to get in touch with us, or you have questions, first of all, you can always email or call us. At the bottom right of most of the web pages, you'll see a little smiley face speech bubble, and that's our Intercom system. So you can click on that, and we'll get back to you pretty quickly. Usually, if we're not on the computer right then and there, it'll send us an email, and we'll get back to you via email. You can also schedule a demo at the top right of every page on the website. There's a green schedule a demo button. And of course, our How It Works section is an incredible resource. We have zillions of articles on how to use all of our features. In fact, here, I'll just quickly show you. So down here is the Intercom button here. And if I click on that, you can start a chat message, and it will send us a notification. The schedule a demo button I mentioned is right up there here. And when you click on that, you can schedule anything from virtual lunch with me to a short 10-minute thing, 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever you need. And we're also very happy to do one-on-one demos of the whole website with you. There's lots of features, so it does take some time. So for something like that, I would encourage you to do an hour. And then for the how it works section, which is here at the top of the page, and you can also access it down here at the bottom. There are various categories that you can look at and just get to them, or you can search for something that you're looking for here. And in fact, let's see what happens when you do brand promotion. So you'll get an article on how to promote your company or personal brand, or you can see that we will be archiving this webinar today, and you'll be able to find the replay of the webinar there. We'll also be sending it out as well. So, but here it just takes you through the steps that we just went through. You've got everything you need here, except for the discount code that we are offering you, and it's really a great resource for you to have.
I just put that link in the chat. So that link's in the chat, and the blog post that was mentioned earlier is also in the chat. And we will include this in the webinar replay email as well, so that everybody can look it over. And like David said, if anybody wants help creating their brand, don't hesitate to reach out to us. I will put my email in the chat right now if you want to email me. You can also email David, whoever you choose, or you can just email support@quantumlisting.com, and we will get back to you.
Yeah, and so I think that's all we have for today. We'll stick around for your questions, but we're going to pause our recording. And again, thank you, and please take advantage of this offer on a free month of brand promotion. We would really be very delighted to do that. It's the holiday season. You got to give, right? So thank you again, everybody, and really appreciate your time.